We're talking Lions and Atlanta Falcons here, Week 3, Sunday, 1 p.m. at Ford Field. Keys to victory for Detroit. What to do to come out with a win. Go ahead and hit that like button. Let's get to 200 likes in this video. The more likes we get, the more chance this video gets pushed out there. That does help the algorithm out because the algorithm is kind of like the Matrix, and we just need to get this thing pushed out there. But Detroit Lions, Atlanta Falcons, I think it's a must-win game for Detroit. Atlanta Falcons 2-0, got a good defense, great run game there. Not the best passing game in the world, but they are a team that you can't take lightly here. They beat Green Bay Packers 25-24, and they beat Carolina Week 1. And they are a team that's coming to Ford Field that is undefeated, and the Detroit Lions must come out with the win. Keys to victory. First off, shout out to the fan base that shows up this game. We got to be extremely loud. Make sure you're loud as can be. Try to disrupt the young quarterback in Desmond Ridder. Get some false starts. Get some help for the Lions defense there. The louder we get, the better. That's for sure. But we got to stop the run game. Now, Detroit Lions defense is good stopping the run. They're 10th best in the NFL. Atlanta Falcons, second best run team in the National Football League. So you're going against strength versus strength. And I think that the Detroit Lions will do okay stopping the run. I don't think they're going to do what they did the first 2 weeks. That's for sure. It's Bijan Robinson and the Atlanta Falcons offensive line know how to run the football, and they're getting it done. I mean, he's averaging some ridiculous numbers right now, and he's on pace to be Rookie of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year, because of his ability to run the football, and he takes it out of the backfield and wide receiver, everything. This guy's getting the football. But the Detroit Lions defensive line kind of got to do what they did last week and the week before in focus on stopping the run more than, I guess, getting to Desmond Ridder. Now, I still want to see some sacks, make no mistake about it, but their pass game's not what is the best. It is their run game. And I know that Bijan Robinson is going to get his. I know they're going to run the football, and they're going to be somewhat successful. We just don't want them to be overly successful. Game plan should be force Desmond Ridder to throw the football. And I know that doesn't sound good because the Lions secondary got eaten up by Geno Smith. But at the same time, Desmond Ridder is not a precise and accurate quarterback as Geno Smith. And their run game is the reason why they're 2-0 is because they run at will with teams. So the Detroit Lions got to stop Bijan Robinson, stop this run game. Focus that fully. Bring another guy in the box. Really force them to pass the football. That's what they need to focus on. They're still going to get his, absolutely, but we got to make sure it's not 200 yards rushing on the Detroit Lions defense. I think if the Lions are sticking to that type of game plan, they'll have the ability to win the game. It's not like their offense in Atlanta is a powerhouse. The Detroit Lions can put up some points. So I think going up early on Atlanta is very important. If the Lions can get, say, a couple touchdowns early, then it may force Atlanta Falcons to throw the football a little bit more than they would like. Dictate the game through the Detroit Lions offense. So score early, and it'll help move that run game out of the way. So, and I totally trust the Detroit Lions offense here. Jared Goff, the weapons, they're getting it done. They're top 10 in every offensive category so far. We've seen what they did last year. Ben Johnson knows what he's doing. So I am comfortable with believing that they can do this. Get it done, offense there. Get up on them early. They do got to make Desmond Ridder uncomfortable. Now, we have been getting a lot of quarterback pressures, and I think in this game we got to do that as well. So force Desmond Ridder to throw the ball just a tad bit early, and that will help out the Lions DBs for sure. Inaccurate passes, that's what the Detroit Lions need to do there. On offense, we need to get Jahmyr Gibbs involved. David Montgomery's not going to be playing in this game. And we've seen when David Montgomery's not in, the Lions offense does slow down a little bit. So get Jahmyr Gibbs involved. Have a specific game plan for him. Okay? Run the football. Let him get in there. Follow the offensive lineman and get these first downs. We need to be able to have that play action pass. If we don't have play action, the offense may slow down a bit. So get Jahmyr Gibbs involved. It forces the play action pass. It forces the DBs to focus on the run game. And guess what? You get a big play like the Josh Reynolds or the flea flicker we did to Khalif Raymond last week. Got to get that run game going for Detroit. And it's going to be tough. They're a good run defense over there in Atlanta. Their whole defense is really good. Their whole defense is something to behold. A lot of top 10 stats there. So run the football. Turnovers here, I think we all can agree. The Detroit Lions last year was really good in the turnover game. This year, not so much. We're -3. We have to not turn the football over. Stop fumbling the football. It's just some bad luck. Not as bad as Minnesota, but some bad luck here. The Detroit Lions need to be safe with the football. It's okay to punt. It's okay to not get a first down every single time because turning the football over is absolutely a killer to the game. The Lions could have won the game last week if we didn't fumble it twice and throw a pick six. We have to not turn the football over in this game. Do not give them any sort of chances more on offense or for them to score some more points. Can't make our own mistakes. We can't do it. We got to be sound, fundamental football. And turning the football over is not that. We go to sound, fundamental football. It's key. Tackle. Week 1 we tackled great. Week 2 we tackled like booty cheeks. Tackle the ball carrier. Tackle whoever has the football. Don't let missed tackles occur in this game. Don't have that happen. We can't shoot ourselves in the foot. We shoot ourselves in the foot, it's automatic that we have a good chance to lose that game. We consistently shoot ourselves in the foot. Now, that's something that I loved about Dan Campbell and this regime is they've really got rid of a lot of that self-inflicted wounds, at least starting last year, but it came back in this past week. So we got to remove that for sure. Not have the self-inflicted wounds. And I want to see more Jack Campbell on defense. I want to see Derek Barnes and Jack Campbell. I think those two maybe are our best linebackers. I know I like Alex Anzalone, don't get me wrong, but we invested the 18th pick in the draft, and Derek Barnes has exploded. Let's get some more of these guys. They're pretty damn good in coverage. They're good tacklers, and I think I really like that, especially with the run game with Derek Barnes. He's been amazing. Really good to see there for Detroit's young linebacking core. And Aaron Glenn. Do not make Desmond Ridder look like Joe Montana. We can't. This can't happen. Okay? We can't play soft. We can't do that in this game. We have to be able to be a little more aggressive on defense because sitting back and just let them take these easy plays killed the Detroit Lions defense last week. Can't do it in this game. Got to be a little more aggressive. Got to be able to hit home on these blitzes. Defensive line's got to get the job done. I know you're trying to stop the run, and that's absolutely 100% in this game. A little bit different game plan from most weeks, but be a little more aggressive in this game and knock off the Atlanta Falcons offense so the Lions can pull a victory in this game because we need it bad. There's a lot of injuries, okay? A lot of players are not going to be playing in this game, and that's part of the game. But thankfully, we have depth. You got to use this depth. The Detroit Lions got to win this game. So for me, when I look at the winners or who wins and who loses, I got the Detroit Lions winning 28-25 in a very close game. Not taking Atlanta lightly at all. They're a sound defense. They're a really good running team. And when you have those two combinations, you can win football games on the road. Got to win the game, though. Absolutely do. So what is your guys' prediction for this game? Put the prediction scores in the comments below. With that said, adios.